Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Yeah, the old clock says it's 5 o'clock. Beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Today's beer comes from SeaQuake Brewing. They're out in California. This is their Wicked Aunt Tammy. I have a cousin Tammy. I don't think she's wicked though. This is a Imperial IPA. This is 9.7% in a great big 19.2 fluid ounce can. Big monster can. Plain Jane silver can with a stick-on wraparound label. Double IPA, it says here on the can. It says 9.5% on the can, not 9.7 like Beer Advocate has. So like I tell you guys all the time, a lot of these breweries from batch to batch or year to year, whenever they do them, it changes the ABV and IBUs and stuff like that. This particular can was dropped off to me by my brother Dennis, and I don't see any kind of dating on the can or on the bottom. That would be a big no-no to me. I would not buy this if it was sitting on the shelf here and it didn't have a date on it, so I have no idea how old the beer is. I don't see anything dated on it, so I don't know if they date their stuff or not, or it got rubbed off, or this one got through without a date on it. I don't have that information. It says they're out of Crescent City, California, but it is a big can. Hopefully it's going to be tasty, but not knowing how old it is, that's a no-no for me. I would not buy it if it was available here. Not having a date on it, I would put it back on the shelf. So we shall see what this brings to the table. Over to Untappd, they also have it at 9.5%, and it is a 9.7%. No, it's 9.5. I'm sorry, 9.5. What did I say Beer Advocate said? 9.7, yeah. So they had the bigger ABV, so like I said, maybe the last batch was 9.7. This one is 9.5. So Untappd has it correct. They have it at 95 IBUs, big IBUs. But it is a 9.5%er. I mean, a lot of times it takes a lot of bittering hops to balance that out, so it's not too sweet. It says here, chock full of malt and hoppy goodness, this easy drinking double IPA is forced to be reckoned with. Look for notes of pear and citrus in the aroma. And they're showing a great big 19.2 ounce can like I've got here. Not seeing a picture of anything smaller. So we shall see. Let's get it open. And I'm not going to be able to get all this in the glass on the original pour. And they're not saying anything about a New England style. So not pouring a big monster head, so we're going to do the little swirly swirl. That will increase that head factor quite a bit. SeaQuake Wicked Aunt Tammy. 2 fingers of head, slightly hazy, not super hazy. Looks like a West Coast style beer. Guys, can see light through the bottom of the glass. Nice amber color. To the nose we go. Not a lot going on here, guys. A little bit of maltiness. Maybe a hint of some citrusy notes, and that's about it. Very one-dimensional. So, and not knowing how old it is, it's found to be kind of malty. Let's find out. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Dennis. Little heavy on the malt. I think it's a little past its prime, not having a date on it and not knowing how old it is. Little malty. This is probably not something that I would purchase, even though the ABV is well into my go-to range at 9.5. It's a little heavy on the malt. Not what I'm looking for in a double IPA, especially since my palate has been ruined by all the New England style double IPAs that I've been sent to me. So a little heavy on the maltiness. I think this is about a little bit of age on this beer. It's not going to go bad. I mean, this beer is probably going to keep for a long time. It's going to get more maltier over time, but it's not going to go bad with that much alcohol in it. It's going to keep. I mean, if you don't like big hoppy beers, just put them in the fridge for a while. Let them get some age on them, and that hops will die off, and it'll get more malty. Reminds me a lot of like a Dogfish Head 90. Make sure we get everything out of the bottom of the can. I gotta teach my brother Dennis to look for those dates and not buy old beer. But I'm sure this was the freshest version of this that he could get while he was out there. So it is what it is, and I have the same problem here, guys. You go into the craft beer store or any store, Kroger's or any, and you'll find beers. The other half told me she's seen a beer sitting on the shelf in Kroger's that was a 2019 edition, and the beer guy was there stocking it, putting it on the shelf, and it was a 2019 IPA. And she said, "That's an old beer." He said, "Somebody will buy it." And that's the mentality they have around here, especially the distributors around here, because they're all in control of the distribution, and they all are pushing their Budweiser and their Miller and Coors and all the rest of that horse piss, and they don't care whether you buy it or not. Some sucker will come along and not look at the date, and they'll buy it, and then they'll get, if they're looking for something really hoppy, they'll get what they got, what I've got, and they won't buy it again. So I just don't understand that thinking. Well, yeah, I've sold a beer to that person, but they didn't like it, so they're not going to buy any more of my beers. Is that a good philosophy to have? Not in my opinion. So, but it is what it is. Beer distribution in Virginia, especially this part of Virginia, sucks out loud. But this didn't come from Virginia, it came from California. So let's go sip on it, and I'll be right back, and we'll see where it ends up. Alright guys, I'm back. I've been sipping on it for a while now. The other half wasn't that impressed with it. Neither am I, unfortunately. I think this is an old beer, guys. It's a little too malty for to be an imperial or a double IPA. No date on it, so I would not purchase this beer. If it was available here, I would not buy it. But I'm glad I got to try it. Thanks to Dennis for bringing it by, dropping it off. Thanks for spending your money on it. I'm reviewing what I have here, guys. Final chug. Decent beer. Not an A beer. Not outstanding. Not even to the B plus category. It's a B beer to me. 85 for me, guys. A little too malty for my tastes, but that's just my taste. You might think it's absolutely fantastic. So if you find one that's got a date on it, or you know it's fresh, pick it up, give it a try, buy one. If you like more, buy more. It's a big can. Big can. It's a big beer. 9.5%. Alcohol is well hidden, I will say that. Doesn't seem to be too boozy. It reminds me a lot of a Dogfish Head 90. So if you like that beer, this might be a good one to pick up. Give it a try. So 85 for me, guys. That's where I'm going to put it. Beer Advocate has no score. Not enough people have commented on it, which is kind of unusual. not for them, but I think this beer's been out for a while. They've done several different batches, and they don't have enough people that's commented on it yet. Where Untapped has 838 people have commented on it, and they don't have at least 10 comments on that site. So they're dying, no doubt. Untapped has it 3.59. Yeah, that's the B. That's the B category. That's where I'm putting it. That's what it is. It's a B beer to me. So if you've had Wicked Aunt Tammy from SeaQuake Brewing, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.